Round 1, agree or disagree. Examples from the Trifecta in Studio 113.
So, I agree with what he's saying in these last few paragraphs because it's saying, let us fight for a new world, a decent world that will give man a chance to work and that will give youth a future and old age a security. So, when you get older, if you don't plan on having children, I mean, I do myself, but when you get older, you're going to want your children to grow up in a world that that's good and bad and that teaches the right, and you don't want to be taught the wrong. And then, if you're older and you have a family, you want to have a fallback plan, so if something does happen, your family will be secured.
All right, Team A, 45 seconds.
In that same, what Nolan was talking about, where it says, let us fight for a new world, a decent world that can give man a chance to work, that give the youth a future. I disagree. Like, we have a decent world. Like, not everybody in the world is bad. Like, there's a website called gooddeed.org, and it's been here since 2004, and it's all these good deeds that people do. And like, there's like foster parents and like, volunteer work, and like the world has not gone bad yet. There's still good people in the world, just like anywhere there's bad and good people, but not all the good people have gone away.
Okay, so in paragraph 8 it says, dictators free themselves but enslave the people, and we agree with that because in the dictatorship the person has all the power and they do keep the people enslaved and they treat them like they're robots and like they're nothing, but the people make up that community, so they're giving the dictator the power.
I agree with paragraph 8 where it says, let us fight for a free world, to do away national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. I agree with this because if you have barriers around you and you feel like you have nothing and you can't work with anything because it's greedy and you have barriers around it.
I disagree with what she said. In paragraph 8 where it says, let us fight to free the world, to do away with national borders, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Even in our country today, there's a lot of hate and intolerance, and if we were to do away with national borders, we would have a lot of conflict because people are always going to be greedy. They're always going to want more than they have, and they're always going to want more than they need because it's just human nature to want more than they need. So if we do away with national borders, there will be wars fought over, oh, this is my land, this is your land, I want more of your land, you need more of my land. There's always going to be conflict over this because we are greedy in human nature.
Final round, 45 seconds.
Okay, so in paragraph 7 where he says, by the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie, they do not fulfill their promise, they never will. And that's like, we can use an example, like, for example, President Obama, like, even though he, like, promised these things, like, a promise is a promise, whether, like, you keep it halfway or you don't, like, it's only, like, a kept promise, like, if you fulfill it completely. And he's promised a lot of things, like, he promised that he would create 1 million new manufacturing jobs by the end of 2016, which after he proposed it, like, it just fell through. Those are certain things that you can't just promise to people. And all these world leaders rise to power, but they never really fulfill their promise. They only say these things so that they can get in power and do what they please.
Last round.
Okay, over here. Anyways, in paragraph 8, sentence 4, it states that science and progress will lead to man's happiness, which is ironic because happiness is an emotion, a mental state of mind, something that we have to believe. It's something that we ourselves have to make of. We don't find it in experiments, nor do we find it in pills. It's something that that science can't make for us. It's just there.
I disagree with paragraph 8 saying that let's do away with greed, because do you guys know how much money we make from war profiteering? Just a rough estimate of some American companies: $20.9 billion in 2012, $22.5 billion in 2012, $26.9 billion in 2012. That's a lot of money, guys. That's coming straight to the U.S. I mean, really, this circulation.
Judges, go to it. Go to it.